Welcome back everyone to episode 2 of my Minecraft LP, and today we're going to start off with some story time with Static. In the last episode, we started a brand new Minecraft world, named after myself of course, and we found a good cave complete with abandoned mineshaft. Was very quickly able to find the first 3 diamonds, and a million years later found another 2 diamonds. I think I see him. I think I see some. Yes! That was enough to put together the beautiful enchanting table you can see behind me, and I set up a base camp in this cave here, but didn't end up exploring the abandoned mineshaft. After recording the episode, was able to explore most of the abandoned mineshaft. Ran into those cave spiders very quickly and only ran away a little bit before facing them like the big strong man I am, through a wall. Continued planting the sugarcane that I've been collecting so far so that we can start making some bookshelves for that enchanting table. And also started working on the food situation by collecting up some chicken eggs and throwing them into a very small hopper. That allowed the spiders to despawn in the cave, so I didn't have to deal with them, and I collected up some coal using Gimme Dat. Found another couple of spider spawners really quick. Almost died though because I didn't realise it was a double spawner, and again ran away. Was surprised by a shadow spider. Again, tackled these spawners like the big strong man I am through a wall. This time I needed to make my own mineshaft though, and I used the fence posts to keep me safe. Found a skeleton spawner very close by the spider spawners with a Loyalty 3 book in the chest. Found yet another skeleton spawner a little bit further away, not as good loot. Planted these seeds that I found in a very crappy little farm bed. Used up some of the bones from those skeletons as well to build up my supplies. Found yet another skeleton spawner full of skeletons that were more interested in fighting themselves than in fighting me. But that's okay, I'm quite happy to watch them do their thing. Plenty of iron in that cave as well. Not really good loot, but being the hoarder I am, definitely wanted to take it. Exploring the mineshaft a little bit further, I was ambushed by a creeper who skill shotted me to my fiery death, and sadly, Gimme Dat, the diamond pick, didn't survive. But I found the coordinates for the spawner cluster and dug down. First, very dumbly, and then got a little bit smarter, digging a 2x1 trench. That allows me to put up the ladders as well as put in a water drop for quick descent. After putting Neo to shame with my arrow dodging skills, I had a quick run-in with the Illagers, the first time I've run into these guys. So those guys just appeared over there. I've heard of these guys, never seen them before. As far as I know, they're hostile, but they don't seem to be attacking me at the moment. I also know they can trigger a raid somehow. I think it's got something to do with the dude who's holding the banner, but I've got no idea how that happens. Like if I kill him, do they raid me straight away? I don't know, but I also don't like having these guys and that creeper hang around my base. So I guess I'm gonna have to take these guys on. It'll help to keep them sort of between each other so that they sort of act as a meat shield for me. Just because I don't have really great gear at the moment, and those crossbows, I'm thinking they probably hurt a fair bit. Really don't want to get shot by those too much. After dealing with the Illagers, I added some more chickens to the hopper setup and found a wandering trader above my base cave, although he didn't really have anything good, nothing I wanted. And that brings us to now. As you can see, I've also been doing a fair bit of enchanting since the last episode. I'm only able to do like level 1 enchantments at the moment because I don't have any bookshelves, but I have been stockpiling and replanting all that sugarcane, so I've got a fair bit going now. Should be able to make bookshelves pretty soon. I've just been using the coal in the caves just around here to get the XP for enchanting. Also added a really ugly looking wall and door just because I did actually get creepered once while I was here in my bedroom. The place is still really not very secure, but I'll get to building the base and doors and stuff soon. I'm holding off because I want to get slime and do stuff with pistons. I don't really like these kind of Minecraft doors here. Coal is definitely not going to do for XP. It's not enough. We want to get an XP farm going, so I'm really excited that I found a really good group of spawners there. Food situation is also still pretty bad, but you know, just eating some random stuff at the moment. But yeah, we'll get the food situation sorted out soon. As you can see, I still have the Bad Omen buff or debuff or whatever. Don't know what it does still. I could just look it up, I know, and I know you guys probably know exactly what's going to happen. I'm just going to ignore it, see what happens. I did find the coordinates for the first of the spider spawners, so I'm sort of in the corner, so I'm trying to get as close to all of the other spawners as I can. So you can see we've got one spider spawner there, one here. We got the other one around the corner. Now it's a little bit far away, but I think we should be able to find a spot between the three of these where all three are activating. That'll be a really good spot to sit for XP later on. That's going to be a complicated project. Making XP farms with spiders, it's very complex, let alone with 3 spider spawners, and I think there might even be a 4th. I'm not 100% sure, but then we got the skeleton spawner right here. So this is probably what I'm going to be working on first, just to get some XP going. It's also a really good way to get arrows and bows. So I really want to go to the nether shortly, and having a bow and arrow in the nether for the ghasts is really, really helpful. So I just noticed they've actually changed the mob spawner skin. I never noticed the face on the spawner. That's really cool. Yeah, random digression. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is clear out some space around all of these spawners. So with all of the spawners, I'm going to go 4 blocks out in all directions, and then 3 blocks down as well. Alright, so now I'm excited. So I cleared the view for the spider spawners, and as you can see, we definitely have triple spider spawners here. Cleared a view to the original spider spawner that I found over there. It's going to be tricky, but there is a spot, there you go, where you can get all 4 of them spinning. So I'm thinking probably around here, this sort of area, it's going to be really good. I'll be able to get all 4 spider spawners operational, so we can have quad spider spawner XP farm. But as I say, that's going to be a down the track kind of project, because spiders are a pain to work with, let alone 4 spawners worth. But I've cleared out the area for the skelly spawner here as well. Cleared out a little bit extra space under the spawner, more than I needed to, but that's okay. I'll lay down a platform just like that. Okay, so now when we remove all the torches, which is going to be a fun job, all the skeletons will be pushed this way towards us. Now eventually I'll have some sort of a bubble stream or something to take them all up. I noticed my pick was going to break though, so I'll take care of that first. So I had been thinking of doing something a little bit like this. So having a water stream here and another one here. And so have the streams meet in the middle and move the skeletons just to the center here where we can sort of kill them and get some arrows and a little bit of XP as well. However, I did notice this. This I think is a recent change since last time I played Minecraft. So you can see here decent speed from the water across the pad, but when you hit about this 3rd block from the edge, you slow right down and it gets slower and slower and slower right until the edge, and it gets painfully slow, and then you drop off. So I think that's got to do with the depth of the water. So I'm pretty sure the mobs are going to be affected by the same sort of behavior with the water. So this might be a really bad idea, but I want to see if it does actually, the water does actually affect the mobs the same way as the player. So I knocked out a bunch of the torches. Kind of tough to see when they can track towards you. I was hoping to get it where they would spawn and not be able to see me, but I guess that's not gonna work. So I'm gonna try some glass. I just want to see if it does affect them the same way. If it doesn't affect mobs the same way, should be right. He hasn't seen me yet. Okay, no, that's cool. So it does slow down players, doesn't slow down the mobs. That's really, really good to know. But yeah, for now I think that's just about right. Just gotta finish off the little kill chamber here though, because if we keep it just like this, they'll bump into each other and they'll get clogged in the channel. So I'm almost thinking just drop them down a couple of blocks here for now. Put a sign there, of course, just to stop the water. Alright, so I'm just going to try something like this for now. So we'll drop the skellies down there so they'll all be able to congregate in this one area. We'll also put a half slab, I think here, just to block off their vision, and that there just to block them in. So I think that'll do for now. So I'll give that a try. I'll knock out some of these torches. Alright, so of course I've got to cover up the top there. It did look like that guy got stuck for a moment. Let's just watch the next batch, see if they get stuck or see if they go right through. Yeah, no, he went right through. I don't know what that other guy got stuck on there. Oh, see, that guy got stuck as well. Okay, yeah, so for the most part they seem fine. Just every now and then they seem to get stuck on the edge, which is weird. But at least now I can get some experience. I'm getting bows along the way. I think I'm going to put some storage in here as well. Probably on this wall here, I reckon. It's going to be weird getting used to the new chest placement. I keep holding shift to place the chest down and it makes two small chests. That's new. I like that. Now, that's one thing I forgot to account for, is skellies spawning and landing on top of the spawner. That I will need to take care of, because that can lower the rates by quite a bit. I think even just chucking a slab on top is probably enough, but I'll probably do some sort of a column right to the roof. Alright, so now that I've got some sort of an XP source going, I definitely need to move the enchanting table and the anvil down here. I also, now that I've got a steady source of arrows going as well, I feel pretty comfortable going into the nether. We'll pick those up. And I'm thinking the portal will probably have, since we come out there, probably just have that back here. Now my inventory is very full, so I do want to take that enchanting table. I don't want that despawning. So yeah, I think back here is probably the best spot for the portal. Now, because I did lose my diamond pick between the last episode and now, I do need to use lava to make the nether portal. Sorry, Sticks. Bye, Sticks. Hopefully I don't do that with the enchanting table. That would be really unfortunate. Alright. And we are going to make ourselves a nether portal. Oh, almost burnt myself. Don't worry though, I will fill in the corners eventually, probably with glowstone or something like that. I think would look really cool. But for now, I'll just leave those corners empty. Couldn't be bothered hauling back an extra 2 buckets of lava. But there we go. Now, I did bring myself a flint and a steel. Alright, and we finally get to see what the nether looks like. Now, I'm hoping we spawn near a fortress. That would be really cool to get nether wart right away and get some potions brewing. Also get some blaze rods would be really cool for getting some Eyes of Ender and trying to find a stronghold really quick. That would be really cool too. But yeah, I guess I'll see what we get. Whoa, okay, that's probably wasn't the best portal spawn. Actually, that's, aside from the shock coming through the portal and seeing all the lava, thinking I was going to fall into a lava lake, that is actually a really cool spot for a portal. I like that. Very cool, very cool. Alright, so the main thing that I'm here for now is soul sand. I want to get a bubble stream going for the skellies there, and also in my base would be cool, replace some of those ladders. Really nice easy access to glowstone here, that's really cool. Soul sand. Now, of course, I was almost tempted to use the bucket to get across, but that's not going to work here in the nether. Now, with the ghasts flying around, I should get my bow on the bar as well. Okay. And he's gone. Alright, so I'm going to try and, I guess, pillar across, or just bridge across with some blocks. Don't have a lot of cobblestone on me, so I'm just going to use dirt. Wow, that could have been really bad. Guess that's why there's so much gravel in the nether as well. Gravel is a hellish block, and can definitely lead to some nasty accidents. So just be really careful around the gravel. Don't want to update that. Beautiful. Got soul sand, and holy crap, I didn't even notice this here. Apparently we've got a fortress here as well. That is... How lucky is this seed? Seriously. Alright, so we've got some quartz here as well. I am actually going to take a little bit of a peek into this fortress, this nether fortress here. I think I could just use this pillar, make a staircase up, and that's what I think I'm going to do. Alright, so finally made it up to the fortress here and got the achievement. Now, there's some wither skeletons over there, that's really cool. I haven't actually made a beacon before, that's probably not going to shock many of you, might shock some of you because beacons have been out for ages. But yeah, never made one, that would be really cool. Don't want to deal with them right now though, definitely don't want to deal with blazes either, because I got no fire resistance on my armor. I've got no potions. So, and I've got my enchanting table on me still, which is probably a noob move. I really don't want to lose that. Ouch. But I do want to have a bit of a peek around this fortress, see if I can find some nether wart to bring back with me real quick. And speak of the devil, ask and you shall receive, huh? Man, everything I've asked for this episode, and well, this season so far, I've gotten. Jeez, very, very lucky. Now, I'm not going to explore too much through this fortress at the moment. Just wanted to get some nether wart. Maybe... Oh, did I get a blaze rod? I didn't get a blaze rod. I might want to kill 1 or 2 more blazes over by that spawner we found. And there's a chest too. Nice. Not going to leave here empty-handed, but yeah, I do not want to lose that enchanting table. Just wanted to have a quick look. We got the soul sand, which is the main thing I came for. Got plenty of that. We got the nether wart. I was hoping to get that, but I didn't like my chances. But there you go. Got very lucky. Now if we can get a blaze rod without dying, that would be amazing. Now, eating is definitely going to help with that. Running a little bit low on food. Don't know where... I did see a blaze. Where'd he go? Ooh, don't want to fall down there. That would suck. Oh, it's a double blaze spawner. That is awesome. There's that one blaze out there. Really want to get a blaze rod so we can start making potions. Oh, fire resistance potions would be amazing. Just kill a few of these guys. Ouch. My sword's just about to go as well, so again, really can't stay in here too long. There's a blaze rod. I'm getting that and getting the hell out of here. And some of the XP. Oh, now this staircase really isn't the best. It bonked my head the whole way down, so that's going to need some upgrading eventually, but it does the trick. Oh, that guy's still aggro. Man, they're trying to snipe me from all the way over there. They might do it too, and I don't know if they've got knockback on their particles. That would suck if they knocked me off the bridge there. Look at all this gravel. Really don't want to mine any of it. Don't want to chance it. Alright. I think that's a successful nether expedition. Let's head home. Alright, so now that we're back, I think one of the things I want to grab before we head back down to the skeleton spawner is some of the sugarcane. I've been growing it for quite a while now. I think that should be enough. Oh wait, yeah, I don't have enough leather though. That's going to be a problem. Definitely need to start finding some cows around here. So I've been scratching my head trying to think how I'm going to do the soul sand elevator here. I was just going to have the water come straight into the elevator, you know, like have the soul sand like here, and then have a water stream going up. As I'm sure you guys are probably aware, the problem with that is that you need to have source blocks the whole way up for the bubbles. And I can't do that because if I have a source block where this sign is, and I'm just going to remove that for now, the water flows back the other way and it doesn't work. You know, I figure you could probably place a sign like here on the cobblestone block, and then, you know, have like the elevator here maybe, but you'd get mobs stuck and then they'd have to, you know, push each other through, which not a huge fan of. So I don't think I'm going to go for that option. So I was scratching my head for a while, and I've been thinking about putting elevators into the world that you can actually see out of, water elevators, by using the corner of the water block. I think that'll work for the mobs here as well. So my plan is to actually have these skeletons, I'm actually going to drop this channel down by one more, so that these skeletons will be going underneath the floor instead of like sticking with their heads sticking up out of the floor. And then I think I'm going to have them go up in the corner of the room here, and then probably have them fall down here for the killing chamber. So we need to go up just high enough to have these skeletons drop down 22 blocks. That's what Google says anyway. That should drop them down to a one-hit kill. So that's what we're going to do. So now from here, we're going to move the skeletons over into a diagonal water stream. So we want a 2x3 area down here, just like so, and bucket in this corner. So you'll see that'll push these skeletons over to this corner here. So we're going to have the soul sand in this block, and then we can have a water stream there. So if we knock out this block here, put a fence there, and this block here, and put a fence there, that'll work. So you'll see if we jump in the water stream, don't push any buttons, we get taken straight to that corner block and get lifted up. So that's where we're going to have the elevator, right in the corner here. Now it's not quite in the corner of the room. I'd like to try and get it so that they went up this block here. So I'm going to see if I can extend it. Something like that'll work. So I'll remove some of this water for now, just so I can work in this area and not get pushed around. So I'm thinking we're pushing the skeletons right into the corner here. Thinking I'll have the fences go up in these blocks here, and we'll have the water sources here. So that means the soul sand goes there. At this point, I'm going to start to transition into just a full block. Now this will cause 1 or 2 skeletons to get stuck here, but I think that's going to be kind of cool. It'll look like we've got test subjects, and the 1 or 2 skeletons that should get stuck here will push the other ones out. So we'll never really get more than 2, maybe 3 skeletons stuck here at any one time. So I'm quite happy with that. And rather than count how high up I'm going to go, what I did, I actually got myself 22 gravel blocks. So I'm going to use gravel blocks instead of counting. I'm going to stack my way up 22 gravel blocks. That way I'll know how high up I need to go. And then I think I'm going to go across, I should have actually counted that, figure out how many blocks I need to go across. So I want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I reckon 5 is where we'll have the drop. That'll work nicely. So now that I've run out of gravel, I know that I'm at the required height, and I need to go 5 blocks. I'm pretty sure it's this way. I may have lost my sense of direction while jump stacking there, but we'll see. And it was 5 blocks. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this was the drop. And so we're going to go 22 blocks down. Now, oh, that's not great. I don't have a sword at the moment. Oh man, this is actually a little bit dicey. Hey, Mr. Creeper, you can blow up. That's okay. Alright, I think we'll live. And so we'll keep going down this way. Should be right in the wall of the skeleton spawner room, if I did that correctly. Yep, there we go. Dive bombed by a zombie. But that'll work. And the beauty of using gravel to count instead of actually counting is that when you're done, you can just place down a torch. For easy cleanup. Very nice. Okay, now that I've filled up this tube with water, we're almost done. So that's the hole we want the skellies to fall down. So I'll place a sign there just because we don't want the water flowing down that hole as well. Now I think we might be okay. I actually don't want that torch there. That'll cause some jams. We can place a torch there though. Now I think if we place a water bucket there, that may work now. Now I've got feather falling on my boots, so that'll save me. I won't lose too much health. And we will give that another try. Now with the bubbles, see if that works. Perfect. Now I'm not going to drop down this time, because that would kill me. I'll drop down safely, OH&S and all that. Cool. So now all we really need to do to finish this thing off is place that water source back in there, and we need to cover up this whole contraption just like that. Now we can only go up to here with the floor, and then I'll do like that for now, I guess. No, that's ugly as hell. Much better. Okay, now I'm just going to test that as if I was a skeleton, and this is going to hurt, but it's all in the name of science. So yeah, that works. Much better height. Not pushing any buttons, just being guided by the water streams. Because I'm a player and the water gets thin here, I slow down, but we've tested that already. That doesn't work with the skeletons. Okay, that's going to be a problem. So I've got this chamber a little bit too high, so I'm going to make that a little bit smaller, and that now should work. And here comes the pain. Ouch. Alright, so now for the final test. I'm going to knock out these torches, and then I'll release the water, and then we're off and running. Oh, that one. Last spot. Oh man, I'm going to die here actually. Oh no. Okay, I'm going to try not to do that again. That was a really bad idea. I'd forgotten that I'd dropped down the shaft and lost like 90% of my health. Alright, let's kill this last skelly bob. All the torches are gone for now, so that's good. Now I'll get rid of the dirt here. Alright, let's see how that works now. Now, of course, that's going to drop them down this chamber here, and I don't want to get shot at, so just do that. And of course I'm getting shot at through there as well, so I need to add some glass like that. That'll do. Maybe put a block on top. Now that guy did die there, but that was because I had hit him a couple of times already. As you can see, one skeleton's getting stuck there. Another one might get stuck here. I'm quite okay with that. Because usually when I'm using this farm, you'll see few of them will spawn at a time, and once one or two get stuck here, no more will get stuck here. And you see he does move out from the corner anyway. Most of the time they're going to go up just fine. And like I said, I don't mind if a couple get stuck here. It's kind of cool. They're like test subjects. And you can see they sort of bounce off each other. So if any more try and get stuck there, you can see he sort of gets bounced and pushed away. Looks like there's another one, but then you see they were sort of bouncing around, and eventually one of them got knocked out. So typically, yeah, it'll only be 2 skeletons that get stuck here at any one time, and the rest of them will end up here. You can see they don't actually drown either. Because they're sort of half in and half out of the water block, they can breathe, so they're not going to take any drowning damage. So that means these all should now be a one-hit kill just with a punch. And you can see they are still sometimes getting stuck on the ledge here, but that's just when they're trying to walk that way, when their pathfinding is trying to lead them that way. The moment they stop trying to walk, they fall off. So that's working very, very nicely. Now, the last thing we need to do to boost rates in here, you can see there is still some light leaking in from this room. I'm going to put half slabs all over the floor. Okay, so that's the whole area slabbed. That'll work, but it looks pretty boring and still very rough at the moment. Of course, the walls are pretty rough. I'll replace those later, but for now, I'll just add some detailing. I think just with adding some stairs in, which will also be spawn-proof, I think that'll add some nice touches to the spawn room here. So like if we border the pipe here, for example, I think even one on the end here as well. Yeah, I think that looks really cool. Could even put in the corner pieces there. I'll mess around with that, see what I think. Even here as well with the skeletons, we'll hide a bit of that cobblestone. I think we'll also, I should use my shovel for that. Maybe put something like that. Yeah, there we can get a little bit closer to the skeletons that way. We'll do the same sort of thing over here on the test chamber, or test subject chamber. So we'll do a bit of trimming around like that. I think we'll mirror that on the top. Maybe even put in that corner piece there as well. I actually really like that, how it's got a bit of an arch there. It's a bit bigger on the top than it is down the bottom. I think that's cool. Now, I hate breaking glass, so I really need to get Silk Touch soon. But I want to replace some of these fences here. I think since it's a skeleton farm, if we use birch fences, which have a bit of a lighter colour than the oak fences, I think that's oak. I think that'll look a little bit more like a spine, you know, like the spine of a skeleton. I think that looks pretty cool. So I'll be having like a 3x3 piston door here once I get some slime. I'll probably put pressure plates on these blocks, but I think I'll have some stairs going up to that pressure plate as well. Yeah, I think that'll be cool. Now, here we're a little bit low on the viewing pad. I kind of feel like a toddler, like trying to look over a table or something. Here it's a nice viewing height, so I think we'll also put a row, oops, didn't mean to break that one. Put another row of stairs, didn't mean to do that. Up like this. Yeah, I think that's cool. We'll probably do the same sort of thing here. Just as well, we've got this XP farm just about finished. My tools are all breaking on me, so I really need to make some better tools soon. Yeah, I think that's cool. I like that. And then, yeah, we might do the same thing over here as well. Yep, I like that. I think that's cool. And now we can knock out all of the torches in the room here. Can even move these ones back a little bit. So you can see now it's really, really dark in there. Even got some light coming through here, which I can block up. And that'll make the spawn rates a lot better for the skeletons. Looks really cool as well with the glowing bows in the dark room here. I really like that. I'll probably end up backlighting the test subject chamber here. And yeah, they're all a one-hit kill, so that's a successful XP farm up and running. Oh, I almost forgot the hopper. So I'll pop the hopper in as well. Figured it's going to be a good idea to put some wheat down on this level as well. That'll somewhat help me out with my food situation, which is still pretty dire at the moment. So yeah, with all this bone meal, this will help out quite a bit. But I think that's going to do it for today's episode. So thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I hope you're looking forward to the next episode as much as I'm looking forward to making it. If you've got any suggestions for which farm you think I should do next, we've got quite a few potential projects. Let me know down in the comments section.